As Namdev Maharaj and his followers journeyed toward the ancient city of Hastinapura, the air became thick with the fragrance of devotion. Namdev began to sing in praise of Lord Krishna, his voice clear and radiant, like a lamp lit in the darkness. The notes of his bhajans drifted through lanes and bazaars, touching every ear they reached. One by one, people put down their work and fell into step behind him. A great procession formed, men, women, children, traders, farmers, all united in the joy of the Lord's name. Their combined voices rose like a river in full flood, swelling up toward the sky and rolling like thunder toward the walls of the royal palace. Inside the palace, Sultan Muhammad Bin Tughlaq sat in stern command. A powerful ruler, proud, feared, and accustomed to silence and submission, he was not pleased to hear this tide of music. What was this noise rising from his city? He sent his guards to investigate. They reported, a Hindu saint and his crowd of followers were singing hymns in the streets. The king's face darkened with rage. He ordered his guards to seize the saint and drag him into the royal court. Namdev Maharaj was brought before the Sultan. He stood calm, his hands folded, his eyes carrying no fear, only the quiet peace of one who walks in the shadow of God. The king studied him for a moment, then with a single sweep of his sword, he killed a cow standing nearby. The blow was swift and merciless. The cow's head fell to the ground. The court went silent. The king pointed his bloodied sword at the saint and issued his challenge. Bring this cow back to life or die by my hand. But Namdev simply folded his hands and said, My lord king, give me 4 days and I shall do it. The guards placed Namdev beside the dead cow and left him there. The crowd that had followed Namdev, joyful just moments before, now stood in stunned silence. Slowly, like shadows at noon, they drifted away. Their grief was like that of a farmer whose crops are devoured by locusts, all that growth, all that hope, destroyed in an instant. Others went home like moths hiding from daylight, their joy extinguished, retreating into the smallness of fear. Only a few faithful souls lingered near the saint as night fell, unable to fully leave. Namdev sat through the first night. He sang, he prayed, he held the cow's severed head gently in his lap like a mother holding a sleeping child. Dawn came. Lord Krishna made no sign. A second night fell. The people of Hastinapura gathered around the saint in darkness, listening to his hymns, drawing comfort from his faith even as their own faltered. But when morning light crept into the sky, they slipped back to their homes, like clouds fleeing the cold sky, like an army that scatters when its king falls. The third day came and went, still no divine response. The air grew heavy with dread. By the fourth day, even Namdev's heart was pressed under the weight of anguish. He was not afraid of death. A saint does not cling to his body. But he was afraid of being separated from his Lord. In that moment of complete surrender, he cried out from the deepest chamber of his heart, Lord Krishna, come to my help. And then, he came. Lord Krishna stood before Namdev, radiant and smiling, the flute at his lips, the peacock feather in his hair, the divine light of 1,000 suns in his eyes. At the same instant, the dead cow stirred. It rose slowly to its feet, alive and whole. The guards stared in disbelief. They ran to tell the king. But before the miracle, there was a gentle conversation between the devotee and his Lord. Why did you delay so long? Namdev asked, with the tender reproach that only a true beloved can offer to their beloved. And Lord Krishna laughed, the laugh of infinite love, and said, The fault was yours, dear Namdev. You promised 4 days. Had you said 4 minutes, I would have arrived in 4 minutes. And with that, he vanished. Muhammad bin Tughlaq, the wicked king, rushed to the spot. He had raised his sword against the innocent. He had been a witness to arrogance and cruelty dressed in royal robes. Now, he saw a living cow walking about, and Namdev Maharaj sitting in peaceful serenity beside her, a saint who had stared death in the face and never stopped singing. The Sultan's pride collapsed. He fell at the feet of Namdev Maharaj and begged for forgiveness. If you like this video, click the like and subscribe buttons. You can also share this video with your loved ones.